very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Monday, November 30th, 2020. Welcome back, everybody, from the Thanksgiving break. Hopefully it was lovely. We got the full house, the Beeve, Mark, Wes, I'm Will. Boys, how was the break? You have a good time?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah.
Safe to say, I'm still in my parents' basement, so
Oh, nice. Sounds like it
Break's
got
still
real
going
wild.
for beef.
I wouldn't call it a break, but I'm in it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Catch us on Barstool
Lots of
Radio,
chores.
10 to 11 a.m. Eastern this morning to hear how our holiday breaks went. I'm sure we'll get into it a little bit more in depth. But we've got news for you today on this podcast. But before we get into the news, merch. We got to send in the car this Cyber Monday on all Hard Factor merch, 20% off. Make sure to get whatever you want. We got the new Hard Factor hats. We got the 4 Seasons Total Landscaping shirts, Lockdown Turn Up shirts, HAGFD shirts, the ugly sweaters, everything 20% off. Make sure you get your order in while it still lasts. YouTube.com/Hard Factor News to see the terrific graphic Bubba put together. 20% off. The merch is looking good. So get in on it while supplies last. We did sell out of some things this weekend, so nice work, fellas. Yeah.
Nice work to you, Will.
Yeah, I did 17 freedom funnels.
We'll pause there.
Funneled his way to freedom.
If you guys missed it, what Will did was he promised you if you screenshotted your receipt and then you tweeted at him, he would freedom funnel a beer to your favorite song, and he did it a lot.
17 times, one of which was a Four Loko. Yeah.
Tough part for
Holy
for
moly.
Will in that respect is his wife was the de facto camera person,
Yes.
which creates a real nasty situation where
Well, what happened was
in one scenario she's excited.
I would
The
like
other
to
scenario-
say I would like to say that my wife is a trooper for putting up with that night. But then so I set up the solo cam to film my makeup funnels the next afternoon, and then the funnel studio was shut down after that. But yes, thank you for everybody who participated in
Mayor
Funnel
of the
Fest.
home.
Yeah.
Shut down the funnel studio.
Did you ask if you could do it again, or is it just
No, I was just like, I just saw I needed to do the catch-up ones, and and so I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna funnel if you send us the receipts. So that's what we did.
A lot of people bought gear.
Yeah, and then we've got Cyber Monday today. So keep it going. If you need to get your merch, support the boys. Remember, we're coming up on a contract review, so anything you can contribute would help immensely. Thank you.
Just age, sex, location, pick today. Just all day long, ASL/pick on our merch. Send in the car.
Yeah, cyber sex it. Have cyber sex with all of our merch. All right, news. Let's get into the news, boys. First little tidbit: Lukashenko is indicating he may step down after endless protests in Belarus. So crazy, huh?
It was the protest that got him, huh? The protests.
Yeah, I think so. Like nonstop ever since.
It's hard for a
Yeah,
dictator.
100%.
That is crazy. What is he going to do? Is he just going to be a citizen?
He's saying that
Is he
they're going to
be
do something. The government's got to do something, but then he may step down. So kind of crazy. The power of the people.
I'm done dictating.
That's what I'm saying. I thought the whole
that's
point
it
of a
for me.
dictatorship was no
Yeah.
power to the people. So now all of a sudden you're going to let the power to the
Well,
people.
when you have the power of the people with the international lens on it, nonstop. I mean,
I
100+
guess.
days of protests, like it's even a strong man might give in. So
This is like the first time it hasn't ended up with him, like a strong man either winning or like with their head on a spike or being drugged into the ocean type thing. It's just unusual. Yeah.
we'll see how that unfolds, but he's saying it. So, but let's bring it back across to this side of the pond for the recount dump. Recounts happening all over the place because of dumps of votes. So, that's what's happening all over the U.S. Despite the turkey pardon going as planned last week, nothing else at all in the executive branch of the United States is going that great. First up, President-elect Joe Biden has injured his ankle while playing with his dog Major over the weekend on Saturday. He went to see an orthopedist on Saturday out of an abundance of caution. and it's a good news because he's presumably fine, and that big-ass German Shepherd will be running the halls of the White House soon enough, with 78-year-old Joe in there. They've got 2 German Shepherds, and they're also planning to bring a cat that the Bidens are going to specifically get just to have the first cat in the White House, which I've got to say is one of the thirstiest moves of all time by any
Hell yeah, no, I'm so pro cat. No, there was a cat. There was a cat. The Clintons had a cat. This is the first cat since the Clintons. Come on, there've been cats in the White House.
Wasn't it like Mittens or Boxers or Pussy or something like that?
Maybe it's going to be the first rescue cat, Mark.
Pussy.
So,
okay.
Because he's got 2 German Shepherds. Apparently, one of them's the first rescue dog. So it's like there's this whole. They're trying to be the first with pets.
Well, look, there needs to be more cats in the White House, so it's fine. It's fine.
I think it's very thirsty to buy an animal just to like break a record.
Adopt.
Yes.
They're adopting an animal, which there's a lot of cats out there that need to be adopted. They're setting a good example.
Yeah. Well, he's
I have
no
no problem with the adopting the cats. I'm a little concerned that he's spraining his ankle playing with his dog. That's a little alarming.
That 80-pound giant German Shepherd that we showed youtube.com/hardfactornews. It's going to be just bounding through the halls.
You know what a thirstier thing is to adopt a German Shepherd, because everyone that
Socks,
gets one's
by
like,
the way.
oh,
Socks
cool.
Socks was the Clintons cat.
Right. German Shepherds, bro, those things require so much fucking training. Like, if you've ever been to someone's
Socks
house,
was purebred must have been. So
if you get to someone's house who has a German Shepherd that's not trained well, or like a Belgian Malinois, it's hell on earth in their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. The big dogs can pose a challenge, as Joe found out on Saturday, but we're presuming his orthopedist says everything's okay. It doesn't matter that Biden's a weirdo cat simp, though. The Wisconsin recount has finished, and he actually gained 87 net votes on Trump, on top of the 20,000 lead he had from the initial count. So that only further cements Biden's expected win in the Electoral College on December 14th.
Double fraud.
Exactly, but you called it, Beeve. Trump is not giving up. He went on Fox on Sunday to say that he will file one nice, big, beautiful lawsuit with tremendous proof. And that's
Fucking idiot.
so,
my goodness.
So maybe, I think what he's going through is like, he can't come to grips with maybe it was a bad idea to encourage his people not to do mail-in ballots when they could have easily done it during a horrible pandemic. Weird choice. Maybe he thinks he's actually going to find the proof he claims to have. Maybe he's just teasing his 2024 campaign announcement, which is rumored to potentially happen on Inauguration Day, which would be crazy. And then maybe he's
If I'm alive,
Yeah.
I'll be running. How old? I mean, yes, younger than Biden, but still old as fuck.
He would like be
same age as
Biden.
Biden this time.
Exactly.
Same age as it would be
Time as
Biden
oldest.
part 2. Yeah.
Exactly. Oldest ever times 2. Oldest ever squared.
Just
And
keep
then
it
maybe
old.
maybe he's just bilking Joe Exotic for more money because Joe Exotic's like, I guess, spending money at the Trump locations.
Yeah, how man? People are doing so much shit from jail. Like Joe Exotic commented
I
on
think this was his
on
boy.
Dylan's Instagram from jail, and John McAfee's like running an empire from jail.
No. Again, John McAfee has his interns doing it from out of jail, and probably Joe Exotic too. And Joe Exotic's spending $10,000 at the Trump resort because his buddy is like some guy that's on his team that's trying to encourage the Trumps to look into pardoning him. It's not Joe Exotic doing it. It's extensions of Joe Exotic. It's extensions of John McAfee.
Yeah, like Janice.
Yeah. Well, no, Janice is potentially in jail too, but for not as long. It was their
An
she said it was
extension
their
of Janice.
interns.
Their
Yeah,
intern.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, we'll have to stay tuned to find out, fellas. We don't know exactly what's going on. We just know that Trump's not giving up. Biden's spraining his ankle.
You think he'll pardon Joe Exotic? That would be a wild move right before.
I was thinking about that.
I think
last night.
I hope he does Snowden. I don't care about Joe Exotic.
People don't like him. Like Joe Exotic's not a good dude. Is the truth. I mean,
No,
like
it doesn't seem like no one really in that documentary.
It seems like getting justice on Carol Baskins is the bigger issue there. All right, now taking it over to a different election, a different recount. Marionette Miller-Meeks in Iowa becomes the latest of nearly 20 female Republican congresswomen to win their elections this year. Following a recount, she won her race in Iowa's 2nd District by 6 votes. So over 390,000 votes were cast in the race. She won by 6 fucking votes. That's so crazy.
Was she the winner in the first place?
She was, but the her lead shrunk to 6.
oh man,
6 votes.
It's hard to do anything in terms of like social gatherings if you're the loser there. Because,
get
like-
it, yeah,
It's
because
staying
you
on
know that
site,
your
yes.
friend, some of your friends, just straight
Yes.
let you down.
Pat, there's at least 6 people that's in that person's group that didn't vote.
Yeah,
At least 6 that he or she, the loser, is going to come face to face with in the next month.
it's fucking tough.
Imagine
That
being the
is tough.
campaign manager of the loser, and then like
Yeah.
your couple family members that are local that didn't
You have to lie and be like, of course I
voted
voted
for the other candidate.
That's
You'd
You
like
just get the
geotracing.
screaming matches.
Where were you on election day? Did you?
Yeah.
Where were you? You're always
They're
talking
like-
about how you don't absentee vote. Why weren't you in the
6
state?
votes.
Yeah, they're going through their socials.
So
Damn.
good. That's awesome. It's cool to see the race get. I mean, that's cool. It's just cool. 6 votes. Well, I think intern Patricia, who's from Iowa and a female, nice, said that was like the closest race in 100 years. So taking it to the internet, we have Senator Joni Ernst, another Republican female from Iowa, says, "Congratulations to my friend and the first woman to represent Iowa's 2nd District at Miller-Meeks. Looking forward to serving alongside you in Congress and representing our great state of Iowa." So speaking of Iowa,
her name's Meek Mill in reverse. If you do like
yeah,
the
pretty
comma.
much.
That's
Marionette Meek Mill. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you flip them back. So
Yeah. Free
speaking
Meek
of
Mill.
speaking of Iowa, real quick,
He's out.
What? Oh, what?
awesome. He's
Yeah,
free.
but is he
Yeah,
free?
yeah, he's free.
It's a lot more fun to say free.
Yeah,
and-
he
think.
is. I think he is. I don't know.
Who, Meek?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of Iowa, go to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20 to get your first 20 matched. That's where I won a boatload of money betting Iowa Red last month.
Yeah, he's
go.
out. He's out.
There you go. Okay, guys, put your hats on and get your disposable cameras out because we're going on another safari here. The animals are very active in 2020 as COVID has affected them positively. Well, maybe all except one, which we'll just start the safari off with. This story was requested by everyone, and I do mean everyone of the listeners that has social media. You probably remember that Denmark planned to cull all of its 17 million minks after they found what is now 373 cases of a mutated COVID transferred from minks to humans. Remember that? We talked
Yeah.
about that a lot. Yeah.
So over 370 transfers. They were going to. They killed. They were going
first
to
it
or
was a
did
dozen.
kill 15 million.
They ended up killing 1 million. So what they started the culling despite the internet telling them it was a horrible plan, a plan so bad that the prime minister met Fredrickson. She had to publicly apologize and admit the government did not have the legal authority to make the call. And then Food and Agricultural Minister Morgans Jensen resigned because she fell on
But they
the sword.
still did it. They knew they didn't have the authority. We covered that on the show.
Yeah, because
Right.
someone hates minks
But then
over
she
there. That's what we
apologized
know.
afterwards. But then they started getting in trouble afterwards. Like what turns out, the prime minister who cried in front of a mink breeder on Friday, apologizing while crying for how she illegally ordered millions of minks to be killed, and was also told by the head of the Danish Mink Breeders Association that all 6,000 people in the industry are jobless because as we predicted, the mink industry is completely finished. Turns out they also didn't have a good disposal plan. That lady didn't have a good disposal plan of the minks' bodies after killing them. In fact, they just buried hundreds of thousands of them in shallow graves in shit quality soil. And guess what happened recently? The dead minks all rose to the surface like literal zombies. Bubba's got a picture, and are causing a potentially even bigger biohazard now because
Zombie
hundreds of
minks.
thousands of zombie minks with their decaying COVID bodies are laying out.
That's got to be worse than Corona, right? I
It's
mean, like
worse.
you got it. That's got to be way worse than Corona.
I mean, it's literally
worse.
the starting of a zombie movie. How
Yeah.
did
Yes.
this virus happen? Like 28 days later, like
It's
the
worse.
monkeys in the lab.
Yeah.
they're chasing the dragon. They're going away from Corona and then they're making a worse pandemic.
So now the plan is to dig up all of the minks they killed and burn the bodies. So just horrible news for fans of minks.
Oh, horrible news for the Danish government who's been having to dig these fucking holes.
So
They're getting put to work for the
they
first time
they
since
killed
World
the
War
minks.
II.
They killed the minks. They buried the minks. The minks came up. They're unburying the minks and then burning the bodies in front of everyone. Terrible stuff going on there. I will say
So it was
this,
it was the gases, right, that made them
Yes.
like that pushed them to the top.
Yes,
Okay.
they weren't buried far enough in. Yeah. I will say this before I move on to the next few animal stories, which are much better. The main strain of mutated COVID these minks are transmitting, because apparently they've had 5 different mutations, but the main one that they're transmitting to humans is ultra resistant to antibodies and therefore resistant to any vaccines. And mink infections have been found in Denmark, France, Italy, Spain, Sweden, Poland, Lithuania, and the United States. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn here, but I'm leaning towards kill the minks.
By the way, Main
Yeah, I-
Strain is a great band name.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound good. Sounds like there's a mutated strain. That's,
You're telling me that the
vaccine.
minks are going to overcome the vaccines?
That the minks are going to create a second COVID that's worse than the current COVID, and right in time for when we just get the first COVID under control with the vaccine. Now the minks COVID is going to run wild, so let's kill them. Anyways, next up, let's take it down several levels. How about drunk squirrels? Everyone loves a good drunk squirrel story, right? Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the squirrels got drunk.
I prefer squirrels in recovery.
Well, either way, but any good squirrel video, right? Katie Morlock of Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, loves drunk squirrels more than you and I, guys, as she fed a squirrel she calls Lil Red fermented pears, and then this happened. If you can play the clip of it.
Lil Red loves the party.
Yeah,
This video is great.
yeah. This squirrel's just like chilling.
So here he is. He's got his.
He's
bowl
got a
of
lean
fermented
on.
pears.
Is what he's
Wow.
got.
Okay, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got quite the lean on. You see that?
Oh, and there he
Oh,
goes.
wow. He doesn't fall over.
Oh.
Almost.
No, he catches himself. Lil Red, baby.
Look at that. That's impressive.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kinda-
Lil Red.
Mean.
He's just hammered. He's just super hammered and keeps almost falling over.
If he had a squirrel
it's awesome.
phone, he'd be dialing Squirrel X's, undoubtedly.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
On Thanksgiving weekend on the West.
Making some regrettable posts and texts. Yeah, for sure.
You up? She claims she feeds the squirrels all the time and just forgot her pears were so old. Whoops. Turns out Kitty Morlock is a bit of a viral animal machine, though, as she not only took the squirrel video and then sent it everywhere after she drugged the squirrel, but she took this video of her pet pig, the exact pet you would get if you wanted to make viral animal videos, by the way, struggling to go down the stairs. If you can play that one for us, Bubba. This is her first hit.
Is he drunk too?
People are wondering.
So pretty much this lady's MO is she just gets animals drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then-
she's gonna
and
get
then
in
films
trouble.
them.
That pig
Yeah.
is like a baby too. She can't be
Yeah.
getting a baby pig drunk. like that.
Allegedly,
That's-
she was on a news show and they asked her, they're like, and you got your pig drunk too, right? In her first video, and she was like,
It's
well,
3 months old.
Yeah, she was like, no, it wasn't drunk. And she yeah.
She gets her animals drunk. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
animal-
pretty much what she does.
That animal's gonna be a sad, depressed
Old
pig.
Katie
Because,
Morlock.
like it's already hammered at like infancy.
That was
So-
9 years ago, so it's somehow still alive, but probably dependent. So look, definitely check out our YouTube channel if you want to see those two adorable short animal videos. No big deal. And on to the last stop in the safari. Last stop, of course, being Australia, where a drone captured an enormous crocodile scaring off a bull shark that was swimming next to children at a popular local fishing hole at Ivanhoe Crossing near Kununurra in Western Australia. So Chelsea Wood and her boyfriend were on vacation and decided to go swimming and fishing in knee-deep water, where a bunch of local families were doing the same, so it had to be safe, right? When she decided to get some drone footage of the water, because they like to do that on their vacations, and that's when she found this footage. If you can play this last clip of
So what kind of shark was this?
a bull shark.
Bull
and
shark.
they're not-
Oh
they're
man,
not
that bull
enorm-
shark is tiny compared to that crocodile.
Correct. You can barely
Looks like
see
a
it on the
black
screen.
tip.
Huge.
So that crocodile, I would assume, is 20 feet.
Gotta be at least, because this bull shark, you're looking at the video and it looks like
Probably
you could
6 feet.
punch it. It looks like a nursing shark.
Even a small bull shark, though, like probably like, what, 5 to 6 feet. So that's a 20 to 25 foot croc, easy. So they found that footage after the fact, right? Because otherwise, you get the fuck out of there. And they were reviewing it, and that's when Chelsea said, "We were pretty shocked, and lots of people in Kununurra were shocked as well, because that's where the locals hang out and take a dip in the water. And we'd been doing the same over the last couple of days. So everyone's like, fuck." We're just swimming around sharks and giant crocodiles. We're a bunch of idiots.
Well, Australia is just so dangerous.
Time to find a new fishing hole. Locals of Kununurra, preferably not in Australia.
Jesus.
Crocodiles everywhere. When I was down there, I played rugby in New Zealand during college a little bit, and I would always hear stories of crocodiles that had stalked people like into a tree. I guess
Stockrodiles?
that happens like in like northern Australia, like where it's like real remote, and there'll be like people camping or like somewhere along a river, and crocodiles will like they'll like hunt people like along the edge of the river, and like they'll be like hiding. Like they'll try to hide in a tree from it for like days, but then they'll just like, end up getting eaten.
I was talking to my wife about it because she sent me a lot of those animal stories, and the title is like the headlines are misleading. It's like crocodile scares away bull shark from children, and I was like, no, that crocodile. There's probably some missing people in that town that are inside of that crocodile.
Yeah, I think there's a shitload of crocodile deaths in Australia.
Yeah, it wasn't like that crocodile was protecting the children. It was like get away from my territory.
Crocodile deaths there are per year.
Africa has a lot of crocodile
I think
deaths.
Bubba looked it up and it was like 5,000 a year or something like that for crocodiles.
I think that's Nile crocodiles.
Yeah, it's a shitload anyways.
Well, that's the safari.
Crazy. Oh, yeah. Fucking Australia. All right, let's take care of some business, guys. The holidays are officially here. This year, give yourself the gift of extra money in your pocket. Pay off your credit card balances and save with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. Roll your high-interest credit card payments into just one payment at a lower fixed rate. Lightstream's credit card consolidation loans have rates as low as 5.95 APR with auto pay and excellent credit. Get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000. Plus, there's absolutely no fees, no application fees, no origination fees, no transaction. Got it. No transaction fees, no prepayment penalties. You can even get your money as soon as the day you apply. I got a $10,000 loan from Lightstream for a much lower rate than my credit cards were charging. Paid those bastards off and saved myself a nice bit of cash. You can too, and it's very easy. Our listeners can save even more with an additional interest rate discount. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's lightstream.com/factor. Subject to credit approval, rates range from 5.95 APR to 19.99% APR and include 0.5% auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information. All right.
Get rid of that debt.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah.
It's actually very surprising. It says that this was actually the last thing was taken in 2017, but it says that there's a rate of one attack every 6 months, and there's at least one fatality every year from Crocs in Australia, right?
In Australia,
That's
I
it?
looked.
Yeah.
But then it's 1,000 per year worldwide. So I guess just
So
where do the rest happen?
Look up
Africa.
Africa.
I guess it rains blood down in Africa.
I guess 99.9% of crocodile deaths are in Africa.
Oh my God! An estimated 200 people are killed a year from a croc bite in the Nile crocs.
So
100 or more suicides
That's
too.
still 800 more deaths worldwide. Where the hell
There's
is
only
Nile.
48 this year. The crocs got to make their quota.
Yeah.
Suicide by Croc, I'm telling you.
Well, people are out.
Anyhow,
COVID
I
stuff
did
on
hear
Crocs,
horror
too.
stories when I was living down there about the Australian ones. So.
Yeah, they're big. They're
Look
definitely
at
huge.
look at the size of that thing that was in the last video. I mean, that could swallow a human.
Yeah, they're big boys. Saltwater Crocs, huge. All right, going to kick off the lightning round with a British Airways stewardess that's in some trouble for having a bit too much entrepreneurial spirit. You see, the yet-to-be-identified, verified, and ridiculed Heathrow-based stewardess was posting some sexy pics on her personal blog. If Bubba's got those, I can show you guys. Here's one where she's lifting up her skirt with the caption "No panties on Sundays," which is my slogan too. She uses. There's another one of her her legs crossed, all in her British Airways uniform. By the way, she's got
a
the
real sexy sports bra.
Yeah, very
and,
sexy.
A uniform that's probably been sweated in a lot.
Oh, she's
right.
got
I mean,
the
these aren't
knockers
like-
too. 'Cause she's got a sports bra and a bra and
These aren't
classic
like the
big
most-
knocker move.
Sure. These aren't like the
Double
most flattering photos. Like, what's the deal here?
No, well, these are the ones that were on her blog. I don't know what else she's got out there, but she uses these scandalous pics taken in her flight attendant uniform mid-flight to sell her knickers, as the Sun calls them, which is the least sexy term for underwear in the world. She sells
So
her
the sweat's a good thing. It's like all that worn-in look that she's going for. There.
Deborah,
That's
the
what-
Exactly.
Demander Reno.
She's
Exactly.
well, maybe she
Good
heard
news.
maybe she's a Heart of Hive member. She
Good
heard
news,
it.
it's no knickers Sunday, but yesterday was yes knickers Saturday, and
That's right.
they smell.
Yeah, she sells her panties with a guarantee they have been at least 30,000 feet in the air and have gone through multiple beverage services, so you know they're good. She charges around $30 a pair, but if you want more and are willing to pay more, you can also book a hotel room and she will fuck you, just like a prostitute would.
Oh wow! So
allegedly.
she's got the full service. Okay.
Yeah, she's full service.
What's her name?
Yeah, we haven't found that out yet, Pat. They're doing an investigation.
Right. I mean, because she's probably breaking the law, and
There's a few guys that know.
Yeah. Oh, there's some pilots going down for this one, too. Apparently, one photo exists of her on a bed with some red wine with the caption, "Nothing better than getting drunk with my pilot so he can do whatever he wants with me. Cheers." Whoa. Yeah. So, like I said,
that'll sell some sex visits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of wives of British Airways pilots questioning.
Air Hostess 71. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. She also says you can get special treatment midair if you are on one of her flights.
Whoa.
Saying in her blog, quote, "If you ever want an adult entertainment on board, all you have to do is give me a sum of money and you'll be treated to a whole different experience of your choice." She also promises to make the woman sitting next to you very uncomfortable.
You could Mile High Club with her?
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
This is
now
so
that's
awesome.
Now that's a service right there. That's the premier
That's something
service.
that people would pay top dollar for.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So, like I said,
she's deleted her Reddit. She's deleted her Instagram. It
Stewardess,
appears.
I can't figure out how to work this bathroom door.
Pat, she's very fired. An investigation is underway. Some crew members are backing her, saying she probably did it because COVID took such a financial hit to the flight industry. So, but again, she's very fired, but she gave it a shot, and that's all we know right now.
I mean, she's like, if OnlyFans, why not?
She's gonna land on her feet or her back, but she's gonna land somewhere because the entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah.
Sex trade, like the underground sex trade, seems to be thriving.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's £50 to meet. Prices vary depending on requested meet. No negotiating.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this: this is great for British Airways because only the people in the know are gonna know who she is, and they're gonna fly British Airways exclusively.
Yeah, it's kind of good press, right? Yeah,
It is good press.
Has British Airways stock gone up? I mean, certainly their ticket.
I could join the Mile High Club. Like,
Better
whoa.
buy now.
Like you, just the tickler on your brain.
Yeah, they've
Like,
laid off
sell some more
12,000 employees, so good for
Well,
her.
yeah, the airline industry has been decimated, so
Yes.
yeah, we probably
Good
shouldn't
for
laugh too
her.
much, but
Yeah.
All right, guys. Much like the town of Beaumont in Footloose, which outlawed dancing, a town in Austria is outlawing fucking, starting the first of this upcoming year. Retrospectively, the town of Footloose could have just cut to the chase and outlawed fucking themselves, because we all know that's what dancing leads to.
They just have a
but-
sign that says "No fucking" now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's bad. But the town in Austria, guys, isn't shutting down their town's people from banging each other. No, that would probably dramatically hurt resale values of their homes. Instead, the town is getting rid of fucking by changing their name, which also happens to be fucking. The town is called fucking, and they're changing their
is
name.
that an Austrian word?
No, it is not an Austrian word. We'll get to the etymology of it.
It's an Austrian word for banging.
But guys, the residents are sick and tired of being made fun of, as increasing numbers of English-speaking tourists have made a point of stopping in to snap pictures of themselves by the signpost at the village's entrance.
Oh, you have to.
Sometimes striking, poses for social media. Some have reportedly even stolen signposts, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
who wouldn't try to steal the fucking signpost?
Well, you got to try to have sex in front of it somehow.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That-
probably
that
been-
is- yes.
yeah.
That needs to be in every basement. Definitely have sex. Every basement, every fraternity. Like you gotta have that sign, right?
Yeah, you gotta have that sign, guys. Apparently,
There's
local.
probably some. Is there any porns on Pornhub in front of the sign?
Well, there was a book
Probably.
written that was made into a movie called Bad Fucking or something that takes place in the town. But apparently local authorities have had to resort to using concrete theft resistant bases for the signs, because people are taking them
Why
so
don't you just
frequently.
unscrew the sign off the post?
Yeah, of course. That's probably what they're doing. I'm saying they're trying to make it harder for them. That's the point. According
Also,
to
you could just cut the post too.
Why don't
If
you
your
just
town's like-
burn the post?
If your town's named fucking, you just need to have an unlimited supply of extra signs. Like,
yeah,
that should
you get your sign budget is through the roof.
Yeah.
Guys, according to the Austrian daily Die Presse, the villagers known as fuckingers have, quote, had enough of visitors and their bad jokes. So to discourage people...
Well, why
from
are they
ma-
called fucking?
We're going to get to the etymology of it at the end. So
Yeah, they
to
brought
dis-
this on themselves, Pat.
so
You could tie a rope to a truck and just pull it right out.
So, guys, to discourage people from making fun of them, the residents who are currently known as fuckingers will now be known as fuggingers. as the town's name will be changed to Fugging.
What?
And
That's
I
still
hope
the same.
I hope roughly the 100 people that reside in the town are unusually attractive, or this is not going to work out the way they wanted it to.
Didn't we used to say fucking in like 5th grade?
Yeah, you're
this is
fucking
stupid.
ugly.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Fucking.
Yeah, we'd be like, fucking, I'm going to fucking be there, so I'm going to fucking do it.
I don't
why
fucking
are they-
think so, Mom.
Why was it called fucking and they're moving to fuggin? Why are
Well,
they?
the village was first officially inhabited in about 1070, but local lore suggests that a 6th century Bavarian nobleman named Focko, F-O-C-K-O, actually founded the settlement. And a map dating...
His name was Fucko?
Yeah, Focko.
Wait, what was his full title? Fucko the Great? What was his full?
Focko the nobleman.
Fucko the Nobleman.
And a
Go
map...
the wise.
A map...
I want to learn more about Fucko.
You should
Yeah.
get in there. A map dated 1825 uses the spelling fucking. That's first. Yeah.
Wait, say
That's
that again?
amazing.
1825 is the first time it was officially called fucking.
Oh, but what is the where is it a English word like what we talked about?
Yeah, it's just
No,
no,
it's
the guy's
named
name
after
is Fucko.
Fucko. Yeah.
Yeah.
Named after
it's just
Fucko
named
the
after
Austrian.
Fucko.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, well, so why do they want to go to fuggin? Why wouldn't
I
they
don't
just
know.
move away? Why don't they just like go to a different thing?
Just leave the town. Why don't they
Because-
just bring a bomb and blow the signpost
Yeah.
up? Then they can really walk away with it. Wes, you're up.
All right, guys. Chris Kennedy's Christmas display in his front yard is a racist's worst nightmare. Along with the word joy and a Christmas tree stands a 7-foot-tall inflatable black Santa just waving at all the racists that pass with a big jolly smile on his face. There you can see it in the picture there at YouTube. It's enough to...
Wait a minute, there's something wrong with that Santa.
Right, hang on.
Hey, I think
mean,
your
how
Santa's defective.
It's not even like
Can't even really
Santa.
notice.
Yeah, it doesn't even appear to me to be. I don't know. It's not that.
It's
Yeah.
just a black Santa. That's
It's a
all
black
it is.
Santa.
Is it
Right.
is it even? It's like racially ambiguous. Like I guess if you get close to it, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Black Santa.
Will doesn't see race.
That's right.
Well, it's just not. It's not. It doesn't look like you tell me like that's Black Santa. I'm not like, oh wow, I can really see it. I'm like the I don't know, whatever.
Let's just trust it for the story.
Sure.
It's enough to make a bigot go crazy, and apparently it made one of them so mad they wrote Chris an anonymous letter which read, "quote You should try not to deceive children into believing that I'm a Negro." Actually, this is you should try not to deceive children into believing that I am a Negro.
They
said the
wrote
letter.
it in the voice of Santa Claus.
The voice of Santa Claus.
Said Santa Claus's handwritten note with a
which
lot of
was-
misspellings.
Which was signed Santa Claus, and then it said, "You being jealous of my race is no excuse for your dishonesty."
What a clever racist.
Yeah, that's a
what
really
a creative racist.
That's a really creative racist.
Yeah, they did get racist though. The letter also suggested that Chris, an African American, move out of North Little Rock and back to East Little Rock, which is apparently where the racist thinks the black people live. Also on
Definitely North Little Rock where they live. If you've ever been to Little Rock, this guy needs to get the fuck out of North Little Rock. If you
I
ask
don't know.
me,
This guy needs to get the fuck out. This racist. Also on the letter he received was a picture
Go
of
back to your side of the town.
of a white Santa with 2 thumbs down and a logo that resembled the Lakewood Property Owners Association (LPOA) logo. So the neighborhood, which is the neighborhood where he lives.
The neighborhood committee got involved in the racism.
No, he's just a racist guy who sits on the neighborhood committee, and he's like, see, I'm a committee man.
Yeah,
Right.
My word is committed.
I can
He was
make
trying
your
to-
live in hell if you try to get a dish network on your roof.
Yeah, he was trying to make it look official or something like that. Maybe throw him off the set.
if I find out that you're paying for BET with that dish,
Yeah.
and that dish is coming down.
Exactly. But it wasn't the LPOA. The LPOA director said they had nothing to do with it, gave Chris a free membership instead. The best part of this
Look at that.
is
Nice.
Yeah, the best part of this whole thing is that this little letter is severely backfiring on this racist whoever sent the letter, as neighbors are rallying behind Chris and black Santas are starting to line the streets
That's
and
awful.
lawns
That's
in
awesome.
the
Black
neighborhood.
Santas.
Yeah, black Santas everywhere.
That guy's got to be hating life.
Yeah, even the LPOA plans to put one in their office.
Damn, black Santa.
What if he has to buy one to cover his ass?
He absolutely has to. He must.
The old guy that
Look at
doesn't
the
have
black
it.
Santa in his own yard.
Right. I was saying the first guy to move out was the guy that sent the letter. But if he wants to stay, he needs to get a black Santa now. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. And in other things that racists will hate, Archbishop Wilton Gregory, the highest-ranking African-American Catholic in the U.S., has just been sworn into secrecy, honored in Rome by becoming the first African-American cardinal in history in the Catholic Church. So congratulations to him of the honor. Gregory said, quote, "I hope it's a sign to the African-American community that the Catholic Church has a great reverence, respect, and esteem for the people, for my people of color." So pretty cool that first black African-American cardinal.
Absolutely.
Breaking barriers. Nice.
Congratulations.
All right, guys, finally, great news for dudes looking forward to taking the whole dating headache out of the equation and instead just banging realistic human robots. You're one step closer to your dream girl. Yeah. Enter electronic skin.
What?
Yeah. E-skin or electronic skin may play an important role in upcoming next-generation personalized medicine, prosthetics, AI, and most importantly, soft robotics, guys.
So,
I'm getting it, Lord.
Electronic skin is going to cause so much dick cancer.
Oh, my God, bro.
Whoa.
From rubbing. Yeah. A postdoc who works with Kaust, who's the company who's developing this technology, said, quote, "The ideal electronic skin will mimic the many natural functions of human skin, for example, sensing temperature and touch accurately and in real time." So we're talking about you stick it in, and
just moaning.
You're not gonna be able to find a studio apartment in the next 5 years.
No, it's just studio for sure, guys. Their prototype e-skin could sense objects from 20 centimeters away, respond to stimuli in less than 1/10 of a second. That's your penis, boys. And when used as a pressure sensor, could distinguish handwriting written upon it. So it really works. It's responsive. It's huge.
So they're going to wrap a robot full of this electronic skin all over the exterior of it, and then you have sex with that.
Exactly. So
wow, cool. Okay.
And
that's going to be like really realistic too.
Yes.
Yes.
And guys,
again, except for the ball cancer.
Well,
no, I mean still there.
From
like
overusing your balls.
It's gonna increase the rate.
Digital. But it's gonna give you radiation on your junk. It's still connected to like it's still.
You think the Bluetooth is what's gonna do you in?
There's still radiation involved in it.
I think that these guys are going to risk it all.
No, I mean, there's going to be a rash of dick cancers 10
Not
years
even
from
a
now.
second thought.
Yeah. So, guys, also
Pandemic.
this skin can be applied to actual humans as an additional piece of their body for whatever benefit that brings. But we all know why this article went viral. Yeah, and that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. Been an awesome, it's day one of the week, so it's gonna be an awesome week. Make sure to get your Hard Factor merch. It is Cyber Monday, 20% off the entire Barstool Sports store. We could probably sell out of all of our shit. We're already sold out of like a bunch of Four Seasons landscaping, a bunch of sizes of Have a Great Fucking Holiday. But yeah, there's still a bunch left, so get in there, get it before it's sold out. And most importantly, guys, Wes? Yeah.
I was gonna say if we have a really nice big push, we got a big meeting coming up. So a really nice big last push would be very beneficial to us. So
it really would. Our contract technically expires in a day and a half. So let's whoops.
Yep.
Let's send in the car.
Send in the fucking car
today.
Bubba, if you don't mind, have a great fucking day and send in the car, Bubba.
Send in the car. Send in the car.